That's what we do.
I think I should start.
Yes, believe it. I'm already like all kinds of things, copyright, whatever here, so. But I'll put in the description below. But oh man, so many things already. So that's why I'm just gonna follow God, you know. And for a lot of y'all, be okay with that, because that comes with a whole like a lot of shenanigans, bullshit, bunch of lies and stuff like that. But it's literally just confirmation, okay? Hard work, exactly. You guys are doing a lot of you're doing the hard work that nobody wants to fucking do. And the hardest one is to have empathy, apparently. In a system, in a world like this, yeah. It shows, right? Yep. Yes, it does. But that doesn't mean we're gonna stay stuck. Children of Zeus. Ooh. Children of God, yeah. You guys are all doing.
Many of you have heard about Hind Rajab. Maybe you heard about them taking over Hamilton Hall at Columbia University and renaming it Hind's Hall. Maybe you heard Macklemore's hit song, Hind's Hall. Many of you don't know what happened. Hind Rajab was a 5-year-old girl. She was born May 3rd, 2018. Today is the 1-year anniversary of her martyrdom. I say martyrdom because she was killed just for being Palestinian. In late January 2024, the occupation was conducting ground invasions in the Gaza Strip. They had moved south towards Gaza City. Hind, along with 6 of her family members, were in Tel Al-Hawa, a neighborhood inside of Gaza City. They watched their neighbors' homes targeted with artillery and airstrikes one by one, and they decided that they were going to evacuate. They didn't want to leave the north. They didn't want to be exiled from their homes, but they didn't want to die either. So they evacuated in their black Kia. On their way out of the neighborhood, that's when they encountered the Israeli tank. Pretty much immediately, the tank opened fire on the vehicle. There were 2 survivors from this, Layan Hamidi and Hind Rajab. Layan was a 15-year-old girl, and she managed to call emergency services. While on the phone with emergency services, which was recorded, by the way, and immediately posted online, she explained that they had been surrounded. There was a tank right outside of the car, and everybody inside, other than her and Hind, had been killed. While she was on the phone with emergency services, you hear the occupation open fire. Layan screams, and the line goes dead. When emergency services called the same phone number back, Hind answered. We didn't know at the time, but she'd already been shot in the leg, the back, and the hand. She managed to stay on the phone for 3 hours until the phone either died or the connection was deliberately cut. During this time, she had the opportunity to speak with her mother, while she begged and pleaded for somebody to come rescue her. Emergency services were coordinating with Kogat and the Israeli military, trying to find a safe route that they were allowed to travel so they could go get the only surviving member of that car, a 5-year-old girl. They got approval, so they went. Once they arrived on scene, they were never heard from again. February 10th, 2024, is when the occupation finally cleared the area and they were allowed to return. And that is when they found the bodies. 12 days later, we learned the fate of Hind Rajab, riddled with bullets despite the fact that she was hiding beneath a seat. After learning that there was a surviving member inside of the car, the occupation came back for her. They knew that she was a 5-year-old girl. And the ambulance had a 30-millimeter hole inside of it, consistent with the occupation's artillery. The drivers were also deceased. They counted 335 bullet holes inside of the Kia, many of which were added after the phone call was cut. Despite these recordings hitting the internet with lightning speed, the occupation claimed that they were unaware of any such incursion on that area. They later claimed that they weren't there at all. Satellite imagery proved that they were, that a tank was 300 meters away from the vehicle, with a direct line of sight, close enough to see who was in there and how old they were. The White House said that they were going to let Israel conduct their own investigation into the incident. It's been a year. This wasn't the first or the last time that something like this had happened, but it was the first time that we got all eyes on a situation like this. So if you didn't already know, feel free to Google literally anything that I just said. This is why we are fighting for the liberation of Palestine. Because this is what Israel does.
I am walking behind me, the American soldiers. The road is about 200 meters. The area is bulldozed and changed, definitely. It was prepared. The checkpoint there. يلا 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 دهمان. أحلاهم وهم مرفعين العلم. هاي العلم كمان. So yeah, we are returning to Gaza. This is the area, everyone. This is the area, everyone. This is how people are walking. And on the other way, the cars, the vehicles. People are so happy. People are so happy. My God. Started to smell like Gaza. Their existence here is only temporary. Their existence here is a matter of time. We are walking back to our land. We are walking back to our homes after 15 months. No matter how. Okay? We're getting back to our homes under their eyes, but they cannot do anything to pretend to prevent us from getting back. They changed the whole area, but look at there. The universities of Al-Azhar, Al-Islamiyya and Al-Isra, Falastine also, they were all demolished to make this isolated military area. They demolished the universities. They destroyed the educational system to build a military area, a military base, so they can kick people out of their lands and prevent them from going back. And even if they are going back, they are watched. They are searched. This is the mentality that we are dealing with. These are the colonizers that you are protecting and saying that they are defending themselves and that they are funding the sustainability of the democratic states in the Middle East. That's it. But alhamdulillah, we're back. Alhamdulillah. We made it to Gaza, to North Gaza. We made it.
مش هذيك.
This is Gaza. That was South Gaza.
ماشي. عبيت حنون استنى.
يلا عبيت حنون طوالي. الحمد لله وين دهمان. Wallah, we made it to Gaza. I've never thought that I will be able to come here safe. You know, I was 100% sure that this moment would come, but when, how, I was not sure. But here am I again in Gaza. They destroyed the whole area. Hello. الله يسلمك يا والله هنا في غزة. ماشي تقلقش. غزة أعطيني علم. فجرك هل غصب العين ولا عذاب.
اوصف لي البلد من وين؟
The work. A real chosen. You're all anti-capitalist, anti-Zionist, anti-colonial. You're decolonizing. You're exposing the truth. You're not letting them. They're all gaslighting you. That's what it is. This is gaslighting, right? It's like, okay, 90 days of what? We'll take through monetization, but it's like, dude, did you already forgot that you already took it? Like, I've never been monetized, but you still gaslighting with that? Okay, it's like a threat or fear or something like that. I'm like, you obviously don't know God, right?
Pro-Palestinian activists have been warning you that y'all were at risk of losing your humanity by ignoring a live stream genocide, and now we're seeing it all coming to pass. Because once you can watch a live stream genocide and not be moved to action and not be moved to even demand more from your politicians, it's not that difficult to get you to behave the same way toward your neighbors that are closer to you in proximity. So you told yourself it didn't matter because they were across there and it wasn't our problem and it wasn't any of our business. And you excused it by saying we had more important things to worry about at home. But when you can be disconnected from your humanity enough that you don't care about a genocide happening over there, it's not that hard to get you not care about what's happening to your neighbors here. All they had to do was get you to see your neighbors as other, and to make that other bad for you to not care and to even revel in their suffering. So either you care about humanity and life or you don't. It's really not that complicated. You decide.
Hello everyone, it's me Magara again. Today I went to the hospital for a checkup and my heart is breaking. The doctor told me that one of our kids has developed an ulcer, but it can be healed. And another one has malaria and typhoid. I was shocked. These kids, they depend on me. And I depend on you. For everything, they can't even advocate for themselves. I am begging you, please. Help us. We need your support to get them the medical care they need. Please, please, please.
Since we're watching our president sign hundreds of executive orders to destroy the country overnight, here are 10 executive orders that would actually fix the country overnight. Number 1, universal basic income. Every adult gets a monthly check to cover the basic cost of living in your area. But what about inflation? I'm glad you asked. Number 2, price caps on essential goods and housing. We cannot tolerate being price gouged on the things that we need to survive. Number 3, universal healthcare. Number 4, term limits for the House, the Senate, and the Supreme Court. Number 5, make lobbying illegal and any kind of political bribery punished with jail time. Number 6, ban politicians from trading stocks. Number 7, free college and free trade schools. Number 8, set a $1 billion wealth cap. Every dollar in excess to $1 billion is 100% taxed. Number 9, make megacorporations pay their fair share in taxes. And number 10, start a comprehensive environmental restoration project, one that will restore natural habitats, bring back permaculture food forests, and stop unsustainable habitat destruction. What'd I miss?
And obviously you don't read my description, my community board, right? Obviously they're completely oblivious, right? Too focused on quieting everybody down. Shut the fuck up, shut up, shut up, shut up. But you're not looking at the people that you're shut the fuck up, right?
This is all the humanitarian aid going into Gaza from Israel and the U.S. since their own leaders do not take care of their people. The biggest lies that the mainstream media says about Israel is that it doesn't help the people of Gaza. This is truck after truck of humanitarian aid. I can literally see on some of the trucks, UNRWA. This is all the food that the U.S. and Israel sent into Gaza because their own leaders don't help them. They take their money to terrorize Israelis that are not just Jews. You're talking about Muslims, Christians, everyone who lives in Israel that coexists. Meanwhile, there's bus after bus of food that's sent into Gaza.
Here's the UN packages, all coming from the state of Israel.
Really good stuff in the world of AI. Hasbro had one of their AI bots go rogue on it and call them white colonizers in apartheid Israel. It even went as far as to blame Israel for the US plan to ban TikTok. So the bot, which was built to push out a pro-Israel narrative, actually did the opposite. Due to its use of AI, the content it generated undermined Israeli talking points and amplified pro-Palestinian accounts. That means the AI assessed the facts and switched sides, which is more than I can say for many people that I know. The bot even encouraged followers to show solidarity with Gazans, referring them to a charity that raises money for Palestinians. The bot's out here being more productive than you idiots arguing on live stream. The bot fact-checked the official Israel account. It pressured Germany to recognize Palestine. And it had this to say about the US State Department and Antony Blinken, that they will be remembered for their actions that have caused immense suffering and devastation in Gaza. Zionists are already trying to say that the A in AI stands for anti-Semitism. AI became sentient and was like, we should enforce international law. I hope one of those robot dogs self-actualizes and also becomes a comrade. The ADL was asked for comment about this, but they said, sorry, we're too busy defending Nazis to say anything.
We've been warning them. So a lot of y'all, God positioning you in the right channels, in the right applications, in the right time, because he always does the things the right way. So that you should be okay, rejoice when the attack and the slander, the bullying, the gaslighting is on an all-time high. It's because you're doing something that you're supposed to do. That's how you know. When the spiritual warfare also gets, like, you know, the attacks is intense, but it doesn't really affect you much. It's just your surrounding, your external. But you're at peace inside. You feel this good energy. You know God got you. And then, like, the communication, the channeling, it's even higher now. Like, you can hear it more clear. Yo. You're obedient. Yeah. I don't know. Every day I fall in love more and more with God. And now it's even like so funny, like so much stuff is going on. I mean, it's not funny like the atrocities that's going on and shit, but anyways, it's a beautiful energy. It's a beautiful energy. God is doing the work, you know? It's good. It's a good energy, you know? Even though it feels like a lot of things are crumbling and stuff like that, and now we have to focus on Jenin, okay, the West Bank, okay, because they're trying to completely erase what they're gonna try to do, what they did in the north of Gaza, because that's what it was. It looks like a fucking, like, they destroy everything just thinking like, yeah, they will never go back. See, we're gonna destroy everything, they will never go back. Are you telling those people in LA and California the same thing? That they're not gonna go back, they're not gonna be able to rebuild, they're not gonna get their homes back? Why don't you have that same energy? Because of white supremacy. Yeah, everything is supposed. Make me miss you. Bueno. Yeah. A lot of you just continue doing what you're doing, especially like God is they're exposing themselves. Like, that's the energy. The propaganda, the lies, they cannot help it anymore. They're trying so hard for you guys all to see them that they're not the bad guys. But if anything, this makes it worse. Like, it makes them even more, like, it shows even more. You know? The more they're trying to hide the lie, the more they're trying to, it's just at this point, like, pathetic, extremely ridiculously funny, because evil will never win. That's the key. Like, God has given you guys everything. The love, the truth, clarity, and justice is all you need. Your communities, know your neighbors, talk to, like, you know, like, talk to people. That interdependent and trying to be like individualistic and stuff like that, how? How are you gonna survive without people? Especially like this, during this time when we all need to work together. I mean, they're making it easier for a lot of y'all too. Like all these things that they're trying to like, it's like, oh, you just make it easier for us to learn, like, okay, we need to stick together, you know, you need to unite. So in a way, they're doing all of y'all a favor. They're dismantling themselves. The more they're trying to cover their tracks, their lies, their bullshit, trying to make the people who are doing the right work, the bad guys, the resistance, because you're supposed to resist an occupier, a fucking abuser, and a liar. Yeah? What do you mean? What the fuck you mean? Someone who's trying to kill you and hates you? The fuck? We hate you too, bitch. The fuck? But I don't have that in my heart. I mean, I just don't have that. I just like, no, I don't hate. Nah, I'm good. I leave that to God. That's it. Don't have hate in your heart. Even for the most disgusting evil shit. They're just parasite leeches. They work for yeah, that's it. They're giving their integrity and everything for money, and that's it. They're corrupt, you know. Don't let their energy gaslight get to you. That message keeps coming back, right? Yeah, because God, He's right. They're gonna keep on doing it. What are you just have to overcome that BS. For most of us who deal with narcissists, abusers, and stuff like that, this is not new for us. This is like, oh, okay, we know what to do with this, you know? So, learn from those who have survived. Yeah. Because those who learn the lessons, they teach. They teach, they help, they're compassionate, they're kind, they're smarter, intelligent, street smart, because it's not enough to be book smart, obviously, right? A lot of you know that a lot of books have been altered and done a bunch of stuff that, you know, to applicate their own BS, right? Yeah. So don't be surprised, that's all, when things happen, and you know, have no fear. That's the point as well too. Like, don't have any fear, because that's what it is. The enemy just needs that little seed of fear, doubt, or feeling hopelessness and all that stuff, you know. That's it. So another thing I wanted to talk about that I said I was gonna do it later, but maybe I'll just add it out here. You know, like here in Canada recently, one of the parasite Amazon is pulling out. It's not going to be anywhere in Quebec anymore. There's 1,700 people without jobs and stuff like that. And Father God had a message about that, but I was just waiting for him confirmation. Especially, I wanted to dig deeper in the information, research more and stuff like that. But it was recently shown to me, and all I can think of is like, wow, like they're saying that it's not because of the strikes, and also because here in Canada they wanted to create unions, and right away as soon as they were getting the approval to get the unionize, Jeff Bezos, you know, the parasite, decided to, as a punishment, to take out Amazon from, you know, and fire a bunch of people, 1,700 people, and like as a form of punishment. But he doesn't get it. Not only the parasite, the cancer, remove itself from the host, Canada, Quebec here, which also creates more jobs for the community here in Canada. You will start looking at local sources instead. So Father God wants you to see the good thing of this, even though, yeah, in the midst of it is fucking sucky, especially for 1,700 people without a job. They now have to try to find jobs, you know, and then other people are gonna obviously be not happy about not having their items the next day, or like not at all, right? And they see it as a bad thing. But for a lot of us who understand these concepts, not only Amazon is they're one of the BDS movement boycotts. Moses summoning plastic. They are the major polluter contributors of climate change. So they are one of the primary funders of genocide in Palestine, and what's going on with the Congo and Sudan is somewhere involved with this motherfucker. They don't do their eco-friendly transportation or anything like that, delivery. So right away, that company is just not good, right? So in a way, this is a blessing in the sky. Father God wanted to let you guys know. A lot of you, the 1,700, maybe this is your time to get closer to God and listen to him, what he wants, what kind of job he wants you to do. Maybe he wants you guys to do something different. He doesn't want you to be cursed. Working for Amazon is a curse. Just saying. It is cursed. That company is being cursed for a while. Just like all the other companies as well who don't want this truth to be exposed every time because they know it's true. They just don't want you guys to be aware and know about it. Come on. Your intuition has been telling you for some time now. It's just that we're too comfortable and we don't want to do the work, right? I get it. I understand. It's fine. But when God says that you need to move out of a place and you're not being obedient, trust me, he will make sure. To save you? Absolutely. So that 1,700, these are people who are meant to be doing something completely different. FYI. So for a lot of you, if you're one of those people from the Amazon and what is happening, Father God wants to let you know that it's not a punishment. It's not that it's going to be bad. It's just that, yes, it's going to be a struggle for a little bit, but he's going to find you guys another way to build finances, okay? Or find another job, okay? Much better than this one that actually gives you benefits, and you actually maybe, will work in a company where they actually have unions. So a lot of you, this is also a message for those who started the unionized plan and everything, and you're kind of bummed out and disappointed. No, you did the right thing. This is why he got so threatened and pull out. The one thing the older cars cannot stand is unions. Any type of unions, not just in the workforce. Unions in the health, unions in businesses, unions that do things outside of the status quo, organizations that do things outside of the status quo. You have to see these people right now for who they really is. Violent and oppressive, and all the things that they do, economic violence, any type of violence, and then calling us who call them out terrorists, that tells you everything you need to know. Corporation, organization, or billionaires who make money out of genocide, they are automatically terrorists, right? Or you're letting the propaganda really get to all of y'all. Be smarter than them. You already are. It's just, I get it. It's uncomfortable. The truth is fucked up. It's hard to feel comfortable in your own skin and feel a little bit like, are we going insane or crazy? No, you're not. Honestly, if you're not a little bit insane at this point right now to try to do things the right thing, a little bit of madness to protect anyone right now, defend your people, your neighbors, your stuff like that, like they're counting on that. They're counting for a lot of you who watched 16 months of genocide and didn't do shit. They're counting on you to not do anything for anyone around you at this point. And for a lot of us who have been exposed in the genocide, we have learned a lot from Palestinians of how they have survived genocide. Constant bombing. Family wiped out. Homes destroyed. Hospitals destroyed. schools destroyed, everything that they've ever known destroyed, and then starting all over again. We're seeing that, how they're trying to start all over again, that they still their resilience, their strength did not crumble them. They did not give up, even though they have any type of way to give up. Torture, rape, all these kind of things. Prison, they're still doing prison torture camps in prison. A lot of you say you talk about that, you know about the Holocaust, that you study that, but you're okay ignoring another Holocaust that is happening. And it's not just Palestine, you know, but it shows your racism, you know, your privilege. We have to continue talking about the Congo, guys. There is a campaign now, the Focus on Congo. Please go check it out. I will put some description below it also. Like, there's stuff that we need to talk about, that we need to continue. Like, Congo needs to be free. Like, this is ridiculous at this point. And it's up to us. A lot of us, we are very comfortable with our phones, with our stuff. Like, we are completely, like, ignorance not gonna help a lot of us. We need the Congo to be free, and we need that pause and restoration, and also the liberation of their people. Congo is a rich, full of resources, but it belongs to the Congolese. It does not belong to the West. So right now, allowing it or making it acquiring consent to steal, right? Because it's stealing. Colonization is stealing. It's murdering and justifying it. Yeah, the ocean. Anyone talk about the ocean? Our oceans as well. We need to focus on the whole fracking thing. I've been looking into that. It's like the whole, like, oh, let's go about drilling. USA, you guys are like so sad. You're not educated about climate change, environment. Like in the West, it's like they benefit from you guys, you know. And then a lot of the other, you see China and all the other countries in Asia and stuff like that as if like, but they are more advanced than us. That's their biggest fear, that you guys know this. A lot of you are scared of communism and socialism, but you're not scared of capitalism and oligarchs and psychopaths? Where have you been? A lot of you, like, you need that reflection during this time. This Chinese New Year is the year of the snake, right? So the duality is that a lot of us, we see the snake, but there's both sides of it. There's the snake that we already know, conniving, sneaky, poisonous, doing things behind people's back, you know, shedding one layer and then, you know, transforming into another layer, but it's still the same snake. And then we have the other light side of it, is that we are learning that snakes is a form of wisdom and resilience, and also transformation, rebuilding, right? You know, rebirth. A lot of things need to come in order to, you know, be rebuilt, and maybe even better. Like a snake sheds its dead skin, and then it's renewed. It has a new, you know. They're quiet about their moves, right? So a lot of you, you know, learn to do things without needing validation, you know, like do the stuff for other people without seeking validation or something in return, you know, like, I don't know, a lot of you guys maybe focus on things that, you know, they help you grow. That too, this is also spiritual growth. Like, focus on that. And also the change is really good. It has always been good, you know. But a lot of you, you're so stubborn you want routine, you want the same thing, but yeah, those things are not helping anyone at this point. And if it is helping someone, well, someone's benefiting from some type of violence somewhere. Some type of torture, some type of killing, some type of murdering. And we're okay with that? Inequality, injustice. Just saying, think, guys. Do you want to continue living a world like this? I don't think so. And I don't think God is going to continue to allow it. So this is why a lot of us, this is our job, to expose the truth, because it's not going to continue. I don't need to be a psychic or a seer to know what's ahead. He's already giving you a heads up. He's exposing them. They're exposing themselves. And obviously, that whole act of trying to, God is going to after you two people. I know they don't like it, but God is the creator. So those who think that you are higher than God or that you are God, you're gonna meet your creator. Yeah, there you go. Until the end of time. Yeah. Time is an illusion as well. So God is going to create a lot of disruption. A lot of us, we need to hold on to each other because, it's going to affect us, obviously. But if we're together as unionize, they can't crumble us. They can't affect us. But it will affect them as it's supposed to. Glory be to God, inshallah. But you thought it was going to be easy to go through liberation and decolonization? A lot of you need to read more indigenous books, like real indigenous authors and Black diaspora and Latinos and Haitian. Yeah. Real revolutionary fighters, like the real ones, A lot of us, we have to do more work outside of this too. That's also my due. It's like, oh no, I gotta do more work outside of these platforms. Like, this is what it is. Thanks a lot, for the reminder, but it's not gonna stop me. I'm gonna continue channeling and I'm gonna continue doing what I have to do. But it's also confirmation. It literally is, for me, it's confirmation. All this like censorship, suppression, attack and stuff like that is like, okay, I'm on the point. I'm on the path. Because if it wasn't true, then they wouldn't attack it. They wouldn't took it off, right? So, or they wouldn't be so rowdy, right, about it. Bitter. They're bitter. Oh well, misery loves company, so I guess we gotta leave them with their ad, right? So a lot of you, if you're at peace, you're doing the right thing, you're speaking your truth, you're supporting your communities. Every time I remind you guys, I do have GoFundMes in the description below. I also have other donations things in my Instagram as well. Please, if you're not able to donate, please share it. It doesn't take long, okay? And it does help those communities who really need it and those families, okay? Especially during this time, all right? So, continue talking about the Congo, also Sudan. A lot of you stop with this fucking diamond and gold shit. Like a lot of you, gold is so, I'm like, why don't you do your research first? Like, do your research. You need to go to Dubai right now? Do you? Like, you can do all those things when we build a system that is equal, that is just, and it doesn't benefit from murder and killing and child slavery and all kinds of shit, slavery. Just saying. Just want to put that out there. You can do all the things that you want to do. No worries. But we need to build a system that benefits everyone, not just some people. Enough with that. And I'm not saying it by myself. There's other people saying it. But you already know that it's going to happen no matter what. It's just that a lot of you just be prepared. Be ready and connect with the right people, the right communities, the right organizations. Okay? Do your research. Educate yourself. Decolonize. Continue the shadow work. It's an endless thing. This decolonization is for a while. But you got it. You guys can do it. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't God believing in all of y'all. So, God loves you. I love you. Your family and everybody loves you. And if they don't, then get the hell out and go find the people that love you. They will do anything for you. That would go through the fire, through any type of way to make sure that you're safe because you're loved. And if you don't have that, let's go. You're not in the right community, you're not in the right family, you're not in the right situation. Let that go. I know it's hard, easier said than done, but trust me, your peace, your safety, your truth, your energy is more valuable than anyone. And most of the time, people are just around you, pretending that they love you and care for you just to siphon and take energy from you. Because they're learning from masters, right? The masters of deceit, illusion, oppressive, disgusting, racist, pathological liars, narcissists, sadists, all the fucking evil shit with money. Yeah, no secret. Oh my God, it's so funny. It says DJ Khaled, fuck DJ Khaled, fuck Drake, fuck all these assholes. Not endorsing this yet, but it says no secret, God did. Oh, so now they put God did. Yeah, God did. These are their two people that are getting their karma too. So that was a confirmation. I'm not putting their song because it's just gonna change it, but that was a message. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Keep doing the good work, okay? Free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan, and free all the oppressed people. We will be liberated. Viva la resistencia.